All right, Witchlings, Namaste, Witchlings. Welcome back to my channel, or if you happen to be new here, wow, Di. If you happen to be new here, hi and welcome. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. We have a birthday to celebrate today. Booyah. All right, so let's do our birthday. Birthday. I am really happy about today's birthday because one of my favorite newlyweds is celebrating his first married birthday today. Mike, hope you and Jess have an amazing day. Potentially out in the garden. Happy birthday, Mike. And with the lighting of our candle, we have... My brain just glitched. With the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed, and may the ancestors be with us today. We have also lit our candle in hopes of being a beacon of light and hope for those who are stumbling in the darkness. Everyone deserves to see the light. All right. Hooba. Yep. All right, so thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. Ciao, Alessandra. And, okay. Let's see. Zafar, I am doing good. Nothing much is the matter right now. We'll find out if anything is soon. And then, hello, Kimberly. Ooh, if Kimberly's profile picture is what I think it is, we're going to get along just fine. All right. I need to remember to take those at some point. All right. Oh, we have holidays next. There we go. All right. What am I doing? Oh, well, that's right. Stick around and you will see we are doing a divination and self-care reading today. So, all right, let's get moving. Welcome to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we are reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having some fun while we're at it. So go grab your favorite crystal. I'm going for my garnet today. Whoopsie. Apparently that one wants to be played with too. Come here, my little sparkly friend. Oh, nope, not sparkly. I think this one is black tourmaline, maybe? There we go. All right, so we're going to play with the tourmaline and the KOE. It looks like an ROE. So I'm grabbing my crystal. Go light your favorite candle or some incense for that aromatherapy. Cozy up with a cup of coffee or tea if that's your preferred brew. And let's get ready to hear today's message from the universe. Of course it. Oh, hey. Remind me the next time I see you. I got my glasses from Zenny. These are I love these glasses. Your profile picture looks like it says Row, but according to the man behind the curtain, it's a K and not an R. Hello, Millie. That's a cool name. All right. Now, I'm going to take a sip of coffee and I'm going to start reading cards. Or reading holidays. Woo-ba. All right. Here we go. Oh, we have something fun to tell you about. If you are local to the Seattle area, specifically the Snoqualmie Valley, I am facilitating a yoga class in the park on Friday evenings, guided meditations on Tuesdays and Saturdays, weather allowing, of course. If it's too hot, I can't do it. If it's raining and cold, obviously that's not a good idea either. So, if you are interested in joining us, the information is available on my website, yogawithdylin.com, under the book tab. I cannot wait to see you guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, toy trains. It looks like the it looks like the way Roe was written in the Roe v. Wade stuff I've seen. Ooh, hello, Brico. Cameroon. That's cool. We're good. There we go. Andrew says hi. Taylor says it's his birthday, so happy birthday. Andrew, hello. No, I do not lazy my yoga. My yoga is generally pretty active. One of my favorite things to do is sun salutation. A, and B occasionally. Hello, Paul. And we have a Paul. Hello, Paul. And Muncie. Mancy. All right, I'm doing pretty good. All right, we're going to pop on to our next little bit here. We have holidays to celebrate today. Hey, Kat, you missed the class where we were doing the Dancing Warrior 15 times. All right, so let's get to holidays. We have 3 holidays we are acknowledging today. It is U.S. Coast Guard Day, it is Assistance Dog Day, and it is Hooray for Kids Day. So we will start with Hooray for Kids Day. Whether they are tiny or grown like my own 3, our children are our greatest magic. May we always nurture their spirits and learn from their wisdom. They are definitely the future we are fighting for. All right. Now it is Assistance Dog Day, and on this day we honor those incredible service animals that are there. Brain just glitched. As a disabled vet, I am incredibly grateful for them, and I am hoping to eventually train Mr. Sleepyhead back here, Tookers, to be my POTS dog. I am sending all the love to all of those working animals and their handlers. And then, what the fluff? Oh, and then in honor of some of my new friends and my dear darling uncle, we are wishing a huge happy birthday to the U.S. Coast Guard. I myself am a Navy vet, and I have a deep respect for all who serve on the water, including the Puddle Pirates. Sending love and gratitude to all of my Coast Guard friends. Thank you so much for your service and your sacrifice. May you always be safe. Semper Paratus. All right. Haha. Okay. Do. Ha ha dun 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 bum. Hey, cheese kicker. No, I am not vegan. I have never been vegan. Let's see. All right. Okay. Am I a vegan? No, I am not vegan. Oh, no. Oh, emotional support dog. That is adorable. But, no, Mr. Monster Man here, because Mom was gone for 12 hours. He was trying to climb into my face, or climb into my lap and wash my face. I swear that dog, if he could crawl into my skin, he would be perfectly happy. Gonna try not to talk politics all that much today, Jake. Scene Bean. I like that name. Ah, that is Starpaws. That's right. Starpaws changed names. Hey, Scene Bean. Ah, thank you, Weil. Thanks, Amy. He did. Oh, you should have seen what he did even after I got off stream and was trying to go crash. He wanted to crawl in bed with me because he knew Mommy wasn't feeling good. Anoop or Anup. I am in the U.S. I am Pacific Northwest, Seattle adjacent. Hey, Will, good to see you. And hello, Random Edits. Have a good one. Try not to kill anybody, Cat. Oh, I caught that, Jake. Yes, I am a member of the community. Do I like cats or dogs? I happen to have both that share my home with me. I don't have bail money, and I really don't look good in orange. Neither do you. Anyway. Yes, Just Right is one of my longest-term friends, and I will admit he is the reason that lilacs are one of my favorite flowers. That is all I'm going to say there. Bonjour, mes français, un peu. Although I need to learn French better, I have a future daughter-in-law who is Parisian. Ooh. My favorite color is purple. You would think it's pink, considering my room here. I have actually seen a few people who really, really look good in orange. First of all, they do not have red hair. Most of the time, the people I've seen that look good in orange are blonde. I think Munchkin does when their hair isn't funky. All right. Y'all are getting me sidetracked. I love talking to you guys. Yeah. The man behind the curtain is my producer, and he's starting to get a little antsy that we need to get through what we do here. Then we can chit-chat. All right, so let's pull the cards. What do my oracle cards tell us today? All right. So the cards today are being a little tough, but giving us necessary truths, and it starts with, you don't love me, followed by a detour, and then it is for the higher good. All right, so the tough but necessary truth it's spitting today is that feeling of rejection from the you don't love me card is initiating a major detour. It stings, but Spirit is confirming that it is for the higher good. This redirection, this redirection is protection, guiding you where you are truly meant to be. Holy sheepskin, that really screams at me today. My family. And we're just going to leave it at that for right now. All right, now our tarot cards. Well, we are starting with the moon. When the moon hits your eye. Anyway, subconscious feelings becoming confused by others. Emotional disturbances, insecurity, some false friends, and slander, and disillusionment with something. Following that is the Three of Swords. As you can tell, this is not a happy card. This is saying that a negative, or heartache, misery, and the end of a relationship. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of negative. And then finally we have the Ten of Swords. Doesn't that look kind and loving? The Ten of Swords tells us that a negative situation has occurred and we must accept what cannot be changed. We cannot change the past. So what do these three together tell us? Well, this one is a rather heavy draw. The moon is warning us that fears and illusions have been clouding our reality, hiding what we actually intuitively know. This leads to the piercing, painful truth of the Three of Swords. It is culminated in the Ten of Swords, a definitive rock bottom ending. This hurts, but it is final and the cycle is over. Surrender to yourself and let healing begin. That's my take on what the cards are saying. What do you guys think? Hoo-bah. Give me just a second and we'll put all 6 of them together. I want to finish wrapping my oracle cards because if I don't put my cards away as soon as I'm done, they get lost. If you guys want to book a reading with me as much as I would love to do them live here, it really does tank my energy, and trust me, I am already running on a low tank today because I spent all day yesterday reading tarot and pendulum. So please hop over to my website. I am sure the man behind the curtain will share it momentarily and tell you where to go. Cannot necessarily disagree with Johnny Crash here, saying that we are all far too addicted to screens. Okay. Linktree is pinned to the top. The Linktree will lead you to my website. So, all right, now, yep, you can also find my Buy Me a Coffee, which actually sounds like a really good idea. Coffee is good. Patreon, go join the Patreon and get all of the exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff. I know. Let's see what else is on the Linktree for us. My websites. My Venmo is there if you by any chance might want to donate to me, so... All right, now, let us see what the combined cards are telling us today. All right, so this one was... we want to take some deep breaths because Spirit is not pulling punches today. We have a rather powerful and unified message between both decks. The Oracle is setting our spiritual stage. It is acknowledging that raw, painful feeling from the "you don't love me" card. This particular sense of rejection is initiating a major detour in your life, and while it feels like a forced deviation from your plans, Spirit's primary message here is that it is for the higher good. Please hold on to that as we move into the tarot. The tarot shows us the mechanics of this difficult detour. The situation has been shrouded in fear, confusion, and the illusion of the moon. You were not seeing things clearly, and your intuition has been screaming at you that something is wrong. That fog is now being pierced by the heart-breaking, undeniable truth of the Three of Swords. This very painful realization culminates in the absolute rock-bottom finality of the Ten of Swords. This card signifies a complete and total ending, a necessary death. When you pull it all together, the painful cycle detailed by the swords is the detour. The universe has forcefully ended a situation built on the illusions of the moon so that you can find a path built on truth. It hurts immensely. It is so incredibly painful, but please relax and be relieved knowing that the worst is now over. This ending is a redirection and a form of protection. Surrender, grieve, and trust that you are being guided towards something real. When one door closes, 10 more open. Please remember. Ooh. Spirit and universe are being rough on us today. Rough. Anyway. No, actually, I'm very much not lonely IRL, so I have friends, I have family. Care yourself or someone's care. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hello, Ajan. We are all well aware of the fact Jesus loves us. We think he's a pretty swell guy ourselves. All right, Scoochie. All right. Thank you, Astra. Glasses or any lipstick is Tarte. 90% of my makeup is from Tarte. Thank you, 12. Thank you, Amy. You guys are the best. Thank you, Astra. Hey, Rhea. You did some baking. What did you bake? I'm so curious. Oh, Cheesecaker, thank you. This is actually one of my favorite of my pentacle necklaces. Short little story about it. I wore this necklace to Popcats Seattle last year. Popcats is this all cat thing. My munchkin and I and their friend took the grand cat and went, and I put this on before we left. And mind you, I live about a half hour away from Seattle. So we get out of the car and we're walking over to Seattle Center. And the munchkin goes, "Mom, your necklace is on the ground." And it was only half of it. Oh, that's yummy. And so I spent the entire day very upset thinking that I had lost half of my favorite necklace. We get home and the man behind the curtain holds up the other half and goes, "Hey, did you lose something?" I almost started crying in relief because as cheap as it was, I think I spent like $2 on it. It was, I was so happy. Sweet vanilla bread with an oatmeal and brown sugar crust. That sounds like a dessert. Oh, cheesecake, being allergic to a cat would be so sad. But to give you a little bit of hope, my sister-in-law used to be allergic to cats, which made it difficult for her to come visit my brother when he lived at home with the entire family, because we had this big fat ginger. God, I miss that cat. But today, actually, I'm not sure about today, but recently they owned 2 cats to the point they built a catio for them. My brother is such a sucker for the cats. I do too. Hey, Amy, can I come steal some breakfast? If I start walking, I might get there by tomorrow morning. Yeah, but if I'm walking, it's more than 20 minutes. Hello, Melissa Olson. Sounds about right. That's our family for you. Mm-hmm. Ha! I've been baptized. We are good. All right. Shall we move on to Namaste? Here we've been talking about food. Oh, this is utterly hilarious. I did not look at today's Namaste card prior to the stream, and it is telling us to chew our food. All right, so eat with intention. Savor the food in your mouth and chew it well. This not only aids in digestion, but it helps to ground you in the present. Focus on the texture of the food in your mouth. Is it sweet? Is it savory? Pretend you are a food critic. Enjoy the process of eating and break down the experience as much as possible. Intentionally chewing your food while eating will allow you to be more present. Being in the moment, any moment, can reduce stress significantly. Just by doing this, you may be able to notice what kind of food your body needs and is actually craving. It is very true. Many of us eat, a lot of us multitask while we're eating. I mean, raise your hand or leave a purple heart in the comments if you are guilty of reading something while you're eating, watching TV while you're eating, eating lunch at your desk at work and continuing to work while you are eating. I mean, how many of us do that? I will raise my hand and say I'm guilty of it pretty regularly. I actually, when I was a kid growing up, my family used to have the TV on during dinner, and one of my brothers had to be put with his back to the TV because he would get so sucked in he would forget to eat. So what he then did was he would have his plate on the table and he'd be... And the look on his face when the oldest of our brothers decided to steal his plate while he was watching the TV was glorious. Oh, lucky you, Raya. That sounds so good. Yay, Raven. So happy to hear about that. Oh, I was concerned. Ha! I was not a fat kid. I did not get fat until the medications the Navy caused me to have to take made me bulk. I know you were, Raven. All right, here we go. 444. Love it. All right. Moving on to self-compassion, my friends. All right. Ooh. We are opening the heart today. Bring to mind someone with whom you are having a conflict. Notice the tension or the heaviness that arise in your heart. Now, send yourself compassion for 3 breaths and notice if there is a shift. Sending yourself compassion. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be... Yep, my brain just glitched. Oh, wait. Happy, healthy, may I be safe. May I be loved. All right. Oh, pendulum. We're going to pop you in there for the moment. All right. Oh, 12's been busy. Nice. Oh, my ankle not happy. All right. And for those of you who were with me yesterday at the festival, I am breathing much better today. My sats are definitely back to normal. I kind of scared my compatriots when I came back and commented that my pulse oxygen was way too low. Yes, I do know how to share my screen while I am streaming. Do I want to? Not really. More coffee, because Witchy Mama runs on caffeine and sarcasm. It is very possible, Raya. Something we have noticed in our house, when one of us cooks, if we're in a good mood and we're cooking something we enjoy cooking, it comes out tasting fan-frickin-tabulous. If we are pissed off while we are cooking, nope, dinner tastes awful. Brianna, I am asthmatic. And apparently there is smoke in the air here in Western Washington from a fire. I don't know where it's at. I have not been following the news. But when I checked my pulse ox yesterday, we had been setting up our booth at the Pacific Northwest Witches Market's Llamas Festival, which involved setting up a 10x10 pop-up, 2 tables, tablecloths, and then unloading all of the stuff that we were working with. And then, don't blow the candle out. And then I had walked over to the restroom, and was walking back and kind of just feeling air hungry. And, well, yeah, found out why. So I got back and asked my booth mates if I really looked like it was that bad, and Raven said, "Oh yeah, you're pale." And I don't remember who commented. It might have been my oldest. Said, "Yeah, your lips are a little bluish," and I'm like, "Fuck." So I hit my inhalers, and then about half an hour later, I'm back to normal. All right, people are commenting on my glasses. They came from Zenny. Thank you for the compliment. Sky, the way I stream, no, it is not particularly hard to. It's just inconvenient. And there is so much up on my monitor right now, I really don't want to share my screen. I love my classes. Yeah. And for what I stream, there's nothing to share with y'all. Should one get married or not? Oh, God, I am not the person to ask that. Hey, Ashley. I figured that was a typo and that's what you had meant. Back to addressing Sunny. Write down a list of pros and cons. Is it going to make your life better to get married, or is it going to make it more difficult? If it's going to make it more difficult, is marrying the person worth it in the long run because maybe things will get better? That's my thoughts. As for me, I have been married 4 times, so that's why I say please don't take relationship advice from me. I know. Plop you. Oh, wait. Don't do that. Put those where they belong, Dada. Yep. That's why I love cooking, because cooking is very much an art, whereas 90% of the time, baking, if you don't get the measurements just right, it does not work right, because it's mostly chemistry. I have heard of K-pop demon hunters, and I kind of want to, but that's because I rolled out of bed and didn't bother to redo my hair this morning. I don't even know if I've run a brush through it yet. Cooking is feeling and an art form. Baking is chemistry. I can bake a lot of stuff. I can bake cakes. I can bake pre-fill or pre-made pie crust pies. I do not make pie crusts. Nope. Can I bake brownies? No. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Scene Bean. I'm going to end up calling them Bean eventually. Pasta is good. We don't eat a whole lot of pasta these days. The man behind the curtain and I decided about a decade ago to go gluten-free. And then with his long COVID, for some reason, carbs and him no longer really get along. Yes, Drake, so you may be in the chat. Kudasai, I am on husband number 4 because my partner picker for many years was malfunctioning. And I have 3 biological children. 3 children that I have essentially helped raise. And I have lost count of how many bonus kids I have adopted at this point. One of the 3 that I helped raise, their nickname is Bean. So it actually, if I call you that, it's really special. All right, let's get to today's goddess, and then we can chit chat more after. All right, today's goddess is Tridwana. She is a Scottish goddess who presides over sacred springs and wells, offering her healing waters to those who approach her with respect. Her energy is one of health, protection, and banishing negativity. And her sacred sites are often found in the company of ancient oak trees. They are typically hiding below an oak, which are themselves powerful symbols of well-being and strength. Together, the water and oak represent a magical combination of healing and safeguarding energy, making Tridwana a go-to figure for physical, mental, or spiritual cleansing and protection. So many traditions are associated with honoring Tridwana and seeking her blessings. Historically, this is kind of fun. Historically, people would visit her sacred waters, such as those at Loch Monois, to sip from the spring and bathe in it 3 times, leaving an offering of silver coins in gratitude. A modern way to connect with her healing energy is to make sure you drink enough water throughout the day to flush out those toxins. Another powerful ritual involves symbolically shedding illness or negativity by removing old clothes and walking backward away from them, and then putting on fresh garments representing a new beginning blessed by the goddess. Best way to do this, if you're going to, is make sure that the clothes you are removing to walk backwards from are clothes that you kind of don't want to keep anyway, so you can strip out of them, chuck them, walk backwards to where you are going to put on new clothes. It is also said that catching an oak leaf before it touches the ground when falling from the tree will grant you Tridwana's protection from colds for a month. In Scottish lore, she is a revered goddess. In Scottish lore, she is a revered goddess associated with those sacred water sources. And while venerated as a goddess, her story is also intertwined with that of a Christian saint who, according to legend, plucked out her own eyes to deter an unwanted suitor, which led to her association with healing eye ailments. That would be cool. Tridwana selflessly offers her healing elixir to all who approach her sacred wells with humility again. And for some reason, my notes decided to repeat themselves, so we are now going to pop on over to check with the chat, and then we're going to do Zen. I can talk, really, I can. Yes, 12 is very correct. However, if you check out my blog, Patel, if you check out my blog at yogawithdylin.com/blog-1 or dietheyogawitch.com/blog, as well as my social medias, I am trying to remember every week to post my Sanskrit word of the week, because yes, I do know a few Sanskrit words. I am a yoga instructor and I want to learn more because it is a really fascinating language, or that could just be me and my fascination for languages. All right. I'm going to say about 95% of my mods, as well as I, are members of the queer community. Yes. My husband being one of the few that is not. He is straighter than straight, I guess. Does that mean you're straight enough for both of us, baby? Hail, hydrate, Bean. Go drink. And then go get some sleep. I know what time it is for you. Hello, Hippo. Oh my gosh. I pulled a good one. So I was out wandering and spotted this absolutely adorable little pit bull. This adorable pit bull yesterday. And no, she knows what triggered my migraine last night. But saw this adorable pit bull and told them that if they went over to my booth, specified what where my booth was and how to find it, we had dog treats. And so I messaged my son, who was manning the booth at that point, house hippo inbound with parents. And he goes, what? And I'm like, cute little gray pit bull. And so I get back to the booth and Raven and my son are like, oh, you missed the cute little blue pit bull who came over. And I'm like, that was the house hippo that I sent over. And my son's like, oh, milk chocolate is going to give them some tummy upset. Dark chocolate will cause very severe problems. So yes, let's not give our dogs chocolate. And please try to remember to not be like my other son, who left a bag of dark chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups where the puppy boy could get to them. This is how I learned. Yeah. Hey, Rich Bruv. Cool. Welcome back then. We had fun last night. I was so damned exhausted and punchy. It was hilarious. And then, unfortunately, as much as I loved talking with everybody, I gave myself a migraine, which is why Amy is telling me to check my posture here. Because it was bad last night. Hence why I am caffeinating today. My watch, do you want to see it turned on or just the watch itself? Oh, hey, look, it turned itself on. I wear a Samsung, I think version 6 Galaxy watch. One of my favorite things about it, though, groovy, I like. All right, and then one thing that I do have is this. Oh, I'm going to fix the camera. Mind you, I'm going to say I am not sponsored by these people at all. I simply really love it. So this is a little silicone band, and you can say, it says my ID. I have to show the other side. The other side, though, there we go. I don't want you to have to be able to scan, but it has a little QR code that when they scan it, it pops up, it opens an app, basically, that has my primary care doctor's name and phone number, all of my medical conditions, my allergies, etc., etc. If you are a fellow Spoonie, it is amazing. I do pay for the subscription service, which allows me to add all of my doctors. Yeah, I do. Well, if someone steals my identity, well, the best they can do is improve my credit score, so I'm not going to worry overly much. Yes, it is possible to disable this. Yeah, I think there is a picture of me on this thing, so. But it is one of the coolest things I've done. Well, I try to be amusing. I try to, find the positive and amusing things in life, so let's do Zen. Stay. Da-dum, bum. Our moment of Zen today. We're going to do more than just the normal 2 pages. Those aren't today's. Those are Fridays. Today's are 2 words. So, the first 2 pages of today's moment of Zen, we have a word carved on a stone on John Ruskin's desk, and that word is today. And then Joseph Campbell said jump. I love Joseph Campbell, though. So we will grab these 3 short poems. Wallace Stevens. It was evening all afternoon. It was snowing, and then it was going to snow. The blackbird sat in the cedar limbs. Ooh. And then Zenrikushu says, if you do not believe, look at September. Look at October. The yellow leaves falling, falling, to fill both mountain and river. And then Nagarjuna says, wisdom is like a clear pool. It can be entered from any side. Wisdom is like a mass of fire. It cannot be entered from any side. Some of these Zen poems that we get are just really deep. I like it. All right. Now, we're going to wrap up this portion of the show. Move my tea thingamajigger. Yep, we're going to grab a paper towel while we're at it. Okay, are we going to take bets as to whether Di's going to dump hot wax on herself again today? Because I'm a klutz. All right, y'all. We extinguish our candle, opening our circle and extending our gratitude to the ancient ancestors who joined us today. Boop. Haha, let the smoke out. All right, give me just a moment because it is low enough that there is not a chance in Hades that I'm going to be able to relight it tomorrow. And with this, I want to say, can we please, please, please go out and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there's already way too much darkness and hate in this world. Please try to be a beacon of light and hope. And then also be sure that your loved ones, human, scaly, furry, and feathered, know that you love them beyond measure, because you do not know how long you have with them. And I myself got a text message a week ago telling me a very dear friend was gone, and it sucked. I am grateful to all of you witchlings who have stuck around until the end here. You guys are the best. If you enjoyed what you have seen today, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when we're doing it again. And also, once we are done, do not leave it in the chat. Wait until we are done. Leave me a comment of at least 7 words. If you've been here since the beginning, you know that I ask you to grab your favorite crystal, light a candle or some incense for some aromatherapy. So, if you want, leave me a comment telling me what your favorite crystal is and why, or what your favorite incense or scent is. Or if you don't want to have to think about it, Panic at the Disco has some inspiration. Hey, look, Di, I made it. Yay, it is 7 words. Get the hand in there. All right. And then go out there, touch some grass, enjoy the beautiful weather, and have a fantabulously wonderful day filled with magic and joy. And please, all of you, always, always, always remember that you are wanted, you are needed, you do have a purpose here, even if you have not figured it out yet. I was in my 40s before I did. And please also remember always that you are loved, because I love you guys all so much. I will see you soon. Namaste, my witchlings. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell. For a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes, consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdilyn.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bet time, same bet channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.